Hey guys, this is Grace and welcome to my channel. Welcome to June's monthly celebration video. And if you are new to my channel or new to this series, this is a year-long series that I'm doing with a bunch of really talented scrapbookers here in YouTube. Nicole and I did this about 2 years ago, and now we've invited a few more talented ladies to join us. So basically every 15th of the month we share with you a layout that we created that kind of showcases the thing that we're celebrating for that month. And so for June, of course, I'm celebrating Father's Day because I have photos, and we celebrate Father's Day around here, so might as well. These are the photos that I'm using. They're two 4x6 photos, and so I'm guessing that this should be a quick layout because I'm using pretty big photos, but we'll see. We'll see what I come up with. When I show you all these items, I really don't have any clue about what I'm, like, I kind of have a vague clue, but I really don't know. Like, I can't picture, sometimes I can't picture the final layout just yet, so I can't really tell you how this is all going to go. But I also, one of the things that I added for myself for this year-long project is to challenge myself to pull out some inspiration from other things, especially in Pinterest. And so I have a Pinterest board specifically for monthly celebrations. So if you're ever interested in the kinds of items that I'm being inspired by when I create these layouts, make sure that you check in the description below because it will have links to the Pinterest board. So two photos, and as you can see, these are very colorful photos because I have my very colorful tablecloth over here. My family, my husband has a orange tie, and there's just a bunch of color in the photos. So I wanted to focus the colors with my husband, especially the orange and the black. I also, because I was pulling out some 4x6 or some Project Life cards for my May monthly celebration, I found this one that says telling our story in details. So I figured this could be a good place for me to type up my journaling. And so I'm going to use that. And then I have these papers over here. They're all full sheets of papers because I know that I have been using a lot of scraps lately, especially with my mini series ones. But I feel like I also need to incorporate some of my never been cut papers as well. So these three are from that stack. This one, I don't even remember where this one's from, but I like the orange, kind of the vintagey feel of that. And then I have some more neutral ones. This one's from American Crafts, just a plaid one, and then a dotted gray one, and then a text one. Now I felt like it needed some more orange, and so I pulled this one out. It's a very old My Mind's Eye pack on the bright side, but I still love this paper. But anyways, I pulled it out because it has that burnt orange color there, and also the red, which was in my husband's tie. And so I'm going to see if I can incorporate the oranges in here. If anything, I could probably incorporate the banners. And see, I already have a cardstock. I don't know why I'm keeping a brown cardstock there, but hey, I might be able to use that as a background for my page, right? And then I have these papers that have some cuts already on there. And then they're all double-sided. Again, I don't have all of the papers in this collection already because I've used it up for other projects, but I am crossing my fingers that I could at least make a dent in this stash. I don't know if I'm going to make a dent. It's just a single page layout, but we shall see. So that is my plan, and if you want to follow along, then watch me create this layout.
All right, so we are going to get into this layout now. First, I'm going to go, and I'm definitely going to use that brown cardstock because what is that for if I'm not going to use it up, right? So I have this idea of going kind of a L shape, but it's not the vertical, or no, yeah, the vertical line is going to be on the right side instead of the left, so kind of a inverted L, is that the word? But anyways, that's kind of the idea that I'm going to use. And that, again, that 3x4 pocket card or pocket scrapbooking card is from the Project Life wedding card actually, but because I had that pulled out for the May monthly celebration, I decided to kind of use some of the items from that grouping of cards as well. So I'm going to use that specific 4x6 for this layout, and it just has the title can't even remember. It's been a while since I created this layout, but it's kind of a generic title, so it's not a very kind of wedding themed one, so it will work for this Father's Day layout. And I went with a text paper on the background, just because it has a very subtle design on it, but it still has enough pattern that it doesn't seem boring to me. And then I'm going to, initially I wasn't planning on pulling as many of the items from the My Mind's Eye Bright collection for this, but it just needed more color. Well, in my eyes anyways, I noticed that it needed more color, and so I'm going to be pulling out this red and then a few more things here and there. I'm starting off with this red, and I'm going to use to create a scallop on 2 long ends of this paper, and then I'm going to create that, make that as a border that goes horizontal on my page. And then I also like this blue chevron paper, and that's going to go in the center of that red paper, just layering it up, because I don't know when I'm ever going to be able to use this collection again, so I'm just might as well layer it up. I don't normally layer this much paper up, but I don't know, I guess I'm just hoarding my papers too much that now I'm just like, I just want to use it up. Like, that's kind of my mentality right now, is just use it all up. And then I've noticed that this photo needed to kind of stand out against the pattern background a little bit more, and so I'm going to mat that with that same red cardstock. So I'll just give that sliver of red all around the photo, and that will help make that stand out. So I am adhering a few things on paper, but not everything entirely, so I can move things around. So just like in my other in my other videos, my process is that I don't like to adhere everything right off the bat, just because I wanted to see how everything goes. Now, this particular label die cut is from the die cut sheet from that My Mind's Eye paper. I thought that that would be good as a to house my title, but as you can see, it has flowers, and of course I'm trying to go with a masculine theme here, so I will try to cover that part up. Now, the favorite is an acetate from that Heidi Swap pack that I told you about in May, that I'm planning on kind of just pulling out to use in the next few monthly celebration layouts, just because I purchased them a while back and I haven't really used some of the new items that I had purchased. So that's not actually a new item, but I did get that a Tuesday morning just a few months back, and so I wanted to use that up. And I do like Heidi Swap's lettering. It's just some of the words that she picks are not really the words that I would pick for a title, but definitely the word favorite is something that I would use. Now, I have this block of paper that had brackets inside the red paper, and I cut that out in half just so that I can use the brackets design on it, but I really didn't need the other parts of it. So I'm just tucking that, both of them, I'm going to tuck that on the top left of my page. So here I've kind of adhered everything. I'm working on building my title block and then just my design. Now, those banner shapes on the top were from the die cut sheet from that My Mind's Eye pack as well, and I just added them with some twine on the bottom. And then this tag is another one from that same die cut pack from the My Mind's Eye, and I am using some yellow twine all around the page just because, I don't know, it just looks like that worked well. My husband's tie has some reds, some orange, and some yellows in it, and so that's kind of where I'm basing a lot of the color schemes. There are blues here, but mostly I wanted to use that up just because I feel like if you pull out colors from your photos, you will definitely know that it will work with your photos because the colors are already existing in the pictures. So here is another of the pack that I had wanted to use, a new to me product that I purchased on Tuesday morning that I haven't used, and those are the kind of tabs from Bella Boulevard, and they're just black and white, and so I thought that they will work for whatever layout that I do make for the next few monthly celebration layouts. And I'm just kind of seeing what will work. The thing about these tabs is that some of the words don't really match with my theme, but I will find some that will work, and also the shape and the size of it. Some of them just too big or too small or just too round or something like that. So I'm going to kind of fine tune my page by adding a few of them that would work, and kind of just you'll just see my process kind of moving things around, see what things work. So now I've had a few of those the few of the tabs. I am going to add a few of this epoxy heart. Again, this is one of those products that I had wanted to use that is new to me and that I've been neglecting. And so, like I said earlier, I wanted to cover up those flowers because I think that they don't work really well with my theme, and so I cover that up with a heart and then a few more hearts here. And I will leave the journaling for later. For some reason, I just wasn't in the mood to do my my journaling at this time, and so I'm just going to leave that behind. Now the title is not complete yet. I wanted to say favorite dad because he is our favorite dad, and since this is a Father's Day theme layout, I figured that we needed to have the word dad there. And so I went through my stash and just kind of went through my thickers and letter stickers and found that this chipboard thickers just worked well for the DAD in my title. And there you have it. Please make sure that you check out the description below because it will have links to all of the other ladies that are participating in this blog. You'll have the link to their respective layouts. And if you have any questions, make sure that you leave it in the comment section below, and I will catch you guys another day. Bye.